Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready to get your fix? With the Wicks here on this beautiful Tuesday, December 28th, 2021, and welcome to the show, whether that be on Facebook or on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hey, do me a favor. The color's red. It says subscribe. Hit that button. It'd be much, much appreciated. Today is a, pretty fantastic one, if I may say so myself. I mean, week 16 over, done with. Week 17 now on the cusp of happening. There's no Thursday night football. All the games are going to be played this Sunday, and then one on Monday. I have no idea why that is the case. Basically, I think it has to do with wild card, playoffs and all that stuff. I don't know. It's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. It is what it is. Thursday football over and done with, and now we got to work our way to the first wild card games, in which I think is 3 weeks, January 17th. So we're looking at this weekend. Next, so about 2-3 weeks, we got some wild card football that is going to be taking place. So that is very, very exciting. We're getting close, but at the same time, it's kind of depressing. Okay, football is going to be over and done with in about a month. Okay, a little over a month here, and what we're going to do after that, couldn't really tell you. Okay, but we're going to be covering obviously the USFL. That's the new spring football league that is rejuvenated, has made a comeback, just like what the XFL did. They're not playing this season, but next season they're looking to revamp that and go out there and play some more football like they did previously with all their, cool mumbo jumbo, all the rules, if you score a touchdown, you get a chance to either go for 1, 2, or 3 extra point, whatever it is. So that'll be fun. It'll be kind of interesting to see what the USFL really has in place. This was a league way back in the day. I don't know, off the top of my head, I don't know how many years ago, obviously. But basically the NFL said, get the fuck out of here, okay? This is our entertainment business, okay? We play football, you guys don't. They took a couple of the USFL rules, moved them into the NFL and stuff like that. The USFL just didn't succeed, okay? Like we've noticed quite a few of other football leagues, the AAF, the fan-controlled football, it's not really that big of a hit. Season 2.0 is going to be starting and stuff like that. The USFL failed once, is coming back. The XFL failed once, came back. COVID fucked it over for this season, so they're not doing it this year. Going to be back next year. But at least we got the NFL at this point in time. Like I said, Week 16 is officially over, where we had the matchup last night where the Miami Dolphins traveled to the Caesars Superdome. Yeah, that is right. The Caesars Superdome to take on the New Orleans Saints. Okay, it was a pretty good game, I guess, for the most part. Just complete domination from Miami, so we're going to get to that later in a bit. Then guess what? Today is a normal week, thank God. Last week we had to move True Identity to True Identity Wednesday, because obviously we had games being taken place on Monday and Tuesday. We're back to normalcy after this week. We only had the game yesterday. No game tonight, except for obviously Man in the Arena, Tom Brady's documentary, episode 6 will be out on ESPN Plus. That'll be absolutely amazing to kind of watch again and really see what this episode's all about. I kind of seen a little bit, but I try to stay away from that because I like to be surprised. I like to be in the moment, get goosebumps, be the, realize why I chose, this guy to be, my favorite player of all time, basically. I don't know. So I love all that. But we also have to dive in, since it's a normal week, to True Identity Tuesday, one of the
great segments of the show we do every single Tuesday. We kind of started it later this year because obviously this is a work in progress, right? The show, I mean, we start at the ground and we're working our way up. 10, 15-minute videos turned into live, okay? Live shows, no graphics, just me on the screen talking to you. And then we moved to this, finished product. It's not really finished product at all. It's still going to be improving and growing. There's a little different scene in today, so that's going to be exciting for you guys to kind of get to look at and watch and dive into, so that'll be interesting. So we got True Identity Tuesday. We're going to dive into 3 teams around the NFL in which we already know, okay, what their identity is and going forward and how all that's going to kind of, work itself out. So after that, we got to talk about Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, coaching. Head coaching searching or interviewing is officially underway. Day 1 is today. Jacksonville Jaguars at the fucking head of it, going out, looking at any single fucking coach that's been in the NFL, for quite some time. They're like, hey, we need to interview this guy, that one, maybe him. Okay, oh, him too? Yeah, let's get him too. So basically, they're doing a bunch of head coaching candidate searching, or I guess, if you will, to figure out who is going to take over. What Urban Meyer once said, I'm going to rebuild this team, this city, in my image. We're going to build a culture here. We're going to win ball games here. We're going to build a sports facility so we don't have to go on the fucking, cow pasture of fields out there to practice every day. No, we're going to build a sports performance facility, maybe some casinos, some hotels around it, get that thing really bumping, get Jacksonville, ready to look forward to some football. And, well, we're going to find out maybe in the next couple weeks, maybe, in the next couple months, who the fuck's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars' new hero, because Urban Meyer, he's back at his chop house, all right, because obviously things didn't work out there like he expected and probably hoped. I mean, he's fucking kicking his kicker. He can't do it, okay? He's at the chop house, getting frisky with some women. He's married, okay? Can't do it, all right? Didn't fly back on the team plane after a loss with your team in which you went to the chop house. Can't do it. No coach has ever said, all right, fuck it, you guys go back to Jacksonville. I'm gonna stay here, okay? Especially after a loss, you just can't have it. So Jacksonville's looking and searching for their new head coach on day 1, and they are they're on top of things, okay, to say the least, definitely. And then we got some interesting news about new COVID-19 protocols and what is kind of gonna happen with that going forward the rest of the season. Many implications. Better implications, I should say, have been put in place. So with that being said, are you ready to get your fix? Let's get to it. We have last night's game where the Miami Dolphins, like I mentioned, went to the Caesars Superdome to take on the New Orleans Saints, and man, it was a beatdown. Okay, it was a pretty big beatdown from the Miami Dolphins to the Saints. The Saints really had. They really couldn't do anything about it, okay? I mean, it was just... I mean, you have to throw in a quarterback there who's your third-string quarterback behind Jameis Winston. He got hurt, so he's not playing, okay? So then we got Taysom Hill. Okay, well, he has COVID. He's not going to be playing. Okay, sounds good. And then Trevor Siemian, oh, shit, he's got COVID as well. He's not playing. So we're down to our fourth-string quarterback, practice squad guy. Really probably won't ever see the field in a perfect scenario. And it's not a perfect scenario this season because of obviously the good old grumpy COVID continues to stick around, our fucking lovely life that we're living here. It sucks, all right? But from the sounds of it, it's not as bad as, Delta, okay? Or the original, the OG COVID-19 was said to be. Omicron is kind of one of those flu-like viruses. It's kind of, dodging, ducking, and dipping, getting those hits in every once in a while. No symptoms. How you doing? You're okay. And you can move forward with the rest of your life. But last night, Ian Book, former quarterback of the Notre Dame Irish, or Fighting Irish, if you will, had to start last night. And let me tell you, it was a big wake-up call. Okay, the Dolphins said, hey, Ian, welcome to the fucking NFL, buddy, okay? Look at these stats right here. Ian Book, 12 of 20, 135 yards. Had 2 interceptions. One of the interceptions was literally on his first fucking throw, okay? His first throw of the game ended up going right to, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, breaking fucking news. Breaking news. This is not good. I just got a tweet. Really don't know how to say this. NFL legend, head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, once the Oakland Raiders. A guy who had a name or a game named after him. Man, I'm getting goosebumps. And it will literally be engraved in our mind forever. And you'll never forget about this man. I mean, a legendary coach, a legendary broadcaster. John Madden has unexpectedly passed away at the age of 85 this morning. And yeah, man, that sucks. It really does. You know, really didn't think this would hit me like this, but I mean, we play a game every single year called Madden, named after this guy. It's sad. Yeah, don't really know what to say there. That sucks. You know, at least, you know, the Madden documentary got to be released on Christmas. So let's have a moment of silence for just a little bit because of this. Well, rest in peace, John Madden. You're going to be missed by many, thousands, millions of people around the world. It's just a tragic, ending. It sucks. But yeah, T's and P's to his family. Rests in paradise. And hopefully the next life treats you even better than this life decided to treat you. So, man, that sucks. But let's go back to the Dolphins-Saints game. I really don't know how we're going to kind of go about this, but we're going to figure it out. Ian Book, his first interception ended up being a pick six. Okay, he threw it right to the goddamn defender. He housed it. Okay, I mean, they were only like fucking 15, 20 yards away. Ended up housing it, taking a 7-0 early lead. Miami marches down once again, kicks the fucking field goal. It's 10-0. And then the Saints kind of get on the board. It's 10-3. And then the rest is kind of history where the Miami Dolphins scored 10 unanswered points since then. And really dominated this game, it felt like, for the most part. And at Darius J. Butler on Twitter, actually yesterday on the Pat McAfee show, said, Miami Dolphins are going to blitz the shit out of the New Orleans Saints. And guess what? They fucking did. Okay, literally, I mean, every single snap that Ian Book was taking and he was dropping back to pass, I mean, there was 2 or 3 linebackers blitzing in every hole, like trying to make it just creating complete and utter chaos out there for Ian. Made life a living hell for 60 minutes last night. T's and P's to Ian Book because there was nothing you could do. I mean, the Saints' offensive line couldn't hold the defenders back at all. Okay, there's really just nothing that was happening. Alvin Kamara, only 13 carries, 52 yards, had 2 catches, 7 yards. He was really non-existent in this, so it kind of makes you think, did they literally just have their set playbook, obviously, right? They just kind of fucking crumpled it up, threw it away, said, all right, Ian, listen. So here's our 10 plays, okay? This is what you're going to run. And if you don't run them well, don't worry about it, okay? Because we don't got nobody else to come into the game to help your ass, okay? So just go out there, do what you can, try to get us a dub. If you can't, well, I mean, then you can't. But, yeah, it was tough, okay? Miami blitzed the absolute hell out of the New Orleans Saints. And really, it was a warm welcoming to the NFL for Ian Book. Tua obviously did Tua things. Not the greatest, obviously. But Jalen Waddle, okay? This fucking man. 92 yards, 1 touchdown, 10 catches. He is starting to flourish. I didn't think he was going to flourish this well. I did think he was going to be one of the top rookie receivers that we're seeing. Him and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the one guy that I said, he's gonna be a dude. Okay, don't forget about him. He's gonna make some noise. He's starting to do that, and so is Waddle. Okay, they're both making some noise at the perfect time. Both teams, I think, not the Lions. Okay, the Miami Dolphins are looking to make a push. Waddle is a very, very big piece in that. And let me tell you something. Okay, his fucking touchdown dance, the Waddle that he does, couldn't get any better than that. Like, I mean, fucking awesome. I love that he's buying into his last name and buying into the memes and stuff like that. It's fucking great. He's having fun. He's balling. And it shows, right? 92 yards this week. Last week, I believe he had a touchdown over 100 yards. I mean, this dude is absolutely establishing himself as one of, if not the best rookie receiver this year, other than, obviously, Jamar Chase. You can't beat that, basically, especially when you get going as early as he did. So, great game for Miami. They moved to 8-7 on the year. The Saints moved to 7-8 on the year. And that helped the Minnesota Vikings. Huh? That helped just a little bit, okay? So now we need the fucking Eagles, okay, to go and lose to the Washington football team, I believe is who they're playing. And then they need to lose to the Dallas Cowboys. But with that scenario, that perfect scenario, we also have another perfect scenario for the Minnesota Vikings if that does happen, okay? If the Eagles lose to both Washington and Dallas the next 2 weeks, Minnesota needs to fucking beat the Green Bay Packers, okay? While I'm there at Lambeau on Sunday night, 7:20 primetime fucking game, need to beat Green Bay in Lambeau. Gonna be tough in the frozen tundra, gonna be cold. It's possible, right? We beat them once in a year, we could do it again, right? And then after that, we gotta go beat the fucking Chicago Bears. So we gotta win out. Eagles have to lose out. The Saints have to fucking lose out. The Washington football team has to lose out. And the Vikings, we're in the playoffs, baby. That's all I can really say about that. But going to be a tough one. But yeah, some sad news there to lead off the show. But, rest in peace to John Madden. It is definitely not the piece of information I was hoping to see when I looked down. My phone popped up. But what a legend. What an absolute legend. This guy has beat the Minnesota Vikings to win his Super Bowl. I think his one and only Super Bowl. Maybe he has a couple. I'm not really sure. But, hey, go play some fucking Madden, okay? Go play some Madden. Cherish what he gave us, what he brought to us as human beings, okay? So we can sit down, eat our nachos, play some games, drink some beer. What? No, I'm just kidding. No, we just have some fun, okay? T's and P's to his family. Well-lived life, well-deserved life. And just a legend, plain and simple. So, with that being said, we got to dive in to today's True segment, True Identity Tuesday, right? And so for this, we got 3 teams. And what we do, obviously, if you're the first-time listener, if you're a long-time listener, look, we dive in to a team or teams that we think we have officially found out what the fuck their true identity is. What are these guys all about? Okay, that's what we do in here today. And last week we had to do it on Wednesday, so True Identity Wednesday, but that was because we talked about it, right? So today, True Identity Tuesday, let's dive into it with our first team, the Kansas City Chiefs, in which I think everyone around the nation, okay, that's a football fan, that is a football lover, anything football related. Look, we know it, you know it, I know it. All right, the Chiefs' true identity are the kings of the AFC West. They're currently on an 8-game win streak as we speak, looking to make it 9, 10, 11, 12, keep going on to the Super Bowl, okay? That's what's going to happen. Now, I don't know if that's actually going to happen because I can't see into the fucking future. I'm not the Simpsons creator, obviously. So, I mean, right as of right now, their true identity is the Kings of the North, or Kings of the AFC West. Excuse me, I don't know why I said Kings of the North. Probably because of all this fucking Viking shit I got in front of me, right? I mean, look at this pile of poop. We'll get them next year, boys. Okay, we'll get them next year. But with all that being said, the 8-game win streak, Patrick Mahomes in the months of September, no, not September. I think it's October, November, and December. Has 26 straight wins. 26 straight wins for Patrick fucking Mahomes. And it comes at no better time than the end of the season where they actually need to make a push for the playoffs. They need to be riding that momentum wave, being on top of the mountain. We got all the momentum. We're winning ball games 8 in a row, looking to make it 9. We clinched our fucking division. We're in the playoffs. Look at us, okay? Back to back to back. Years in the playoffs, and now they get a shot to go back to back to back Super Bowls. Okay, that'd be fucking awesome for Patrick Mahomes, especially with dealing with, his brother, Jackson Mahomes, the doofus that just wants to go out there and make all these TikToks and do all that mumbo jumbo and whatnot. But the Chiefs are a real team. They're a real good team. They're getting that momentum right now. They're riding that wave, and they're going to ride it right into the playoffs because they clinched their division. They're the kings of the AFC West as we speak. Their last 2 games of the season are the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. 2 very winnable games, in my opinion. Okay, maybe in your opinion as well, but 2 very winnable games. I think I said variable. That's weird. Very winnable games. Okay, Cincinnati Bengals is going to be a tough one. Joe Burrow just fucking dropped 525 passing yards, fucking 3 or 4 touchdowns the other night. He is absolutely balling out. Okay, and Jamar Chase at wide receiver. T. Higgins is starting to come alive. Tyler Boyd is coming alive. I mean, that whole offense is really, clicking on all cylinders, really figuring out what works best for them, what wins them ball games, and they're continuing to use, that blueprint to work their way into the playoffs. Currently, they're at the top of the AFC West, I believe, or South, or North. I don't know. It's one of the East, North, South, East, West. It's one of those. They're currently at the top of one of their divisions, or their division, over the Ravens, Browns, and Steelers. But that's going to be a tough one. It's probably going to be the toughest of their last 2 games. Then they got the Denver Broncos. Teddy Bridgewater has concussion. Who knows if he's going to be playing in Week 18. It's very possible. Okay, Drew Lock had to play for him last week, or this week, I should say, on Sunday. Ended up getting a loss, okay? I mean, he's not the greatest quarterback. He's still one of those quarterbacks where you're like, I mean, he can be good, okay, but he can be pretty shitty at the same time. So they really are unsure what Drew Lock brings to the table. But if you give the Denver Broncos a quarterback that actually knows what he's doing, a veteran, a guy who's been in this league forever, like Aaron Rodgers maybe, that'd be fucking cool. That team can make some noise. Honestly, they have the offense to do it. They have the defense, who's playing phenomenal football as of late. Okay, but that is going to be a more winnable game for the Kansas City Chiefs. So their last 2 games, it really doesn't matter, win or lose. They were in the playoffs, okay, but you'd like to win out, to ride that momentum, to ride that wave into the playoffs, and really that's going to help them win more ball games or win in the playoffs and potentially go to the Super Bowl. So the Chiefs' true identity is the kings of the AFC West. So our next team for True Identity Tuesday lies in a land far away from here, where it's cold as shit currently where I am at. It is currently hotter than shit about the team, or where the team is that I'm about to talk about, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are currently, their true identity is the kings of the NFC South. Good for them. Okay, I knew this was going to happen. Drew Brees is out from the New Orleans Saints organization. Now he's a broadcaster. So the Saints were going to struggle a little bit this year. That was definitely apparent. That was definitely going to happen and be the case. Tom Brady, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers signed literally everybody that they had on their Super Bowl winning roster for this season to try to go chase yet another ring, too, in back-to-back years. It'd be fucking legendary if that happens. But this season, I knew they were going to win their division, but I knew they're real spotty. So I went back, looked at their schedule, and basically, the first 2 games, okay, they win. Then they lose. Then they go on a 4-game win streak. Then they lose back-to-back games. Then they go on another 4-game win streak. Then they lose. And now I think they're currently on a 1-game win streak, if that says anything. So they're a real spotty football team. Like, they hit the nut, like, they go out there, they're going to win, and if they start winning, they start getting that momentum, they're riding that wave, it's a good thing. They're going to keep that going. But once they hit a team like the Saints that shut them out 9-0, okay, that brings them back down to earth. They take a nice deep breath in, and like, okay, Now we go. Now we got to go win some fucking ball games. They need to start doing that. They just beat the Carolina Panthers Sunday 32-6, okay? If that doesn't say enough. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they're a real spotty team, but okay, they are the kings of the NFC South. They have solidified a playoff spot at this point, and they're going to make a run. I have Tampa and Bills, or I guess that was my Super Bowl pick way back when we did this. I can't remember what week. I think it was like week 5, week 6, I think I did this. Made my Super Bowl prediction. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills were my pick. As of right now, it's probably going to be, fucking Green Bay, honestly, in my honest opinion. And probably the Colts. No, I don't know. I think the Colts would be a very, very good team to play against the Green Bay Packers because the Packers the last couple of years, right, it's been noted that they, couldn't stop the fucking run to save their lives, all right? It was that plain and simple. They go, they lose, they get the shit beat out of them from Jimmy G and the 49ers, Raheem Mostert in the backfield, okay? They lose in the NFC Championship. Then they go back to the NFC Championship last year. They have a little bit easier time stopping the run, but Tampa Bay, honestly, or obviously, fucking, still runs over them. How you doing? Keep it moving. Kicks them out of the NFC Championship once again. Now Green Bay, I think, has everything in line, checks all the boxes. Defense is playing phenomenal football. Their D-backs are ball hawks. I mean, Rasul Douglas and all that stuff. But Tampa Bay is going to have trouble if they meet Green Bay, especially if Green Bay has home field advantage at Lambeau. Good fucking luck. With the healthy Aaron Rodgers, even somewhat healthy Aaron Rodgers. Good fucking luck, okay? But as of right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the kings of the NFC South. So for our final, true identity team, we have none other than the Dallas Cowboys. And the Dallas Cowboys' true identity is the kings of the NFC East. I know, this true identity, a little different from all the other ones. The other ones, it's like, the Colts' true identity, Jonathan Taylor. The Titans' true identity, Derrick Henry. The Packers' true identity, Aaron Rodgers. It's not like that. Now we are starting to get to the point where we know what teams are going to be in the fucking playoffs and what teams are winning their division, have solidified that division title. And that's why today I decided to go with 3 teams that have clinched their division other than the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, we did that a couple weeks ago where they're the kings of the NFC North. But the Cowboys, they ended up clinching their division, I believe, with a Washington loss, if I'm not mistaken. There's no way Eagles, or the Giants or Washington come back and, steal it out. So they won, or they have won their division. They solidified their spot in the playoffs. And they're starting to roll. The Cowboys are starting to look like one of those teams that could make some fucking noise. And they have made some noise the past couple weeks. I mean, beating the dog shit out of fucking Washington. 56-3. I want to say. Let's go look. I don't even want to go look at this score. It's going to be brutal. Oh, no, excuse me. Yeah, 56-14, they beat, Washington got just absolutely demolished by the Cowboys over there. But they're starting to roll. That defense playing phenomenal football. Trevon Diggs, 11 fucking picks, The record, I think, is 14 interceptions by Night Train Lane, but that was also in only 12 fucking games. So that record will never be broken. There's no fucking way. If it is, whoever the quarterbacks are during that time, we might need to go back to a running style offense, because we just can't have it. 12 fucking games, 14 interceptions, my God. But Trevon Diggs, 11 picks up to this point. Absolutely phenomenal. Micah Parsons flying around is definitely going to be Rookie Defensive Player of the Year, if not Defensive Player of the Year and Rookie Defensive Player of the Year all in one. This guy is an absolute freak of nature. People are comparing him to Lawrence Taylor, freak for the Giants way back in the day. He says, hold on, it's way too early, He played a blah, blah, blah season, so this is my first year, A lot can happen. So don't put me in that category yet. Then he goes out and he fucking posts a picture, right, on Twitter. A fucking majestic-ass lion, perched up, looking out across the sunset, just looking out. On top of a pile of a bunch of bones and dirt. This man is a freak. I mean, he's awesome. I love it. He's telling us right then and there, hey, I'm the fucking king in the jungle, okay? All these other cats, I mean, look what happened, okay? They're under me. They're all bones now. They're nothing. And they're not shit. So Micah Parsons flying around, making plays, sacking the quarterback, doing his thing. In his rookie year, he's an absolute stud. DeMarcus Lawrence comes back off injury, starts making some noise, getting some sacks, forcing some fumbles, doing his, due diligence out there and really winning ball games for him. Randy Gregory, I mean, his fucking, this is twice this year. I didn't recognize the first time he did this, but last week against the Washington football team, 56-14, right? Taylor Heineke fucking gets sacked, goes on the ground, and he's kind of about to get up, and Randy Gregory fucking does a roll, and right next to him goes like this. How's it going, buddy? Huh? Welcome to the NFL. So, love what he's doing. Love what this Cowboys defense is doing. They're starting to hit on all cylinders. That offense with Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, Zeke. Got to pick it up, dude. Okay, got to pick it up. Let's see. The last time you only had 37 rushing yards. Okay, yeah, you had a touchdown. Cool, congrats. Okay, but where are the yards? Okay, you got to help out these fantasy football teams sometime, all right? For Mr. Y4, okay, guest host on Fantasy Football Friday. But the Cowboys are rolling. They're getting that momentum. They're riding that wave. That's the reason they are the kings of the NFC East. So that's going to do it for True Identity Tuesday segment. Some COVID-19 protocols have been fucking changed, okay? The CDC came out and said, all right, this new Omicron, not really that good, okay? It's pretty much shit, okay? You're not going to be, affected too much by it, right? So we're going to take the quarantine from fucking 10 days, okay? And we're going to move it to 5 days, all right? And then you'll be fine, okay? You can go out, you can do your thing. You don't have to, lock yourself in your room, not say hi to the outside world, just to get to look out the window and be like, man, it looks nice out, but I can't go out there because I'll start spreading this shit. You're going to get it, okay? You're going to get it. It's bound to happen. Whenever it does, hey, T's and P's if it does, okay? And I hope you guys all survive from it and stuff, because you will, hopefully, anyways. But it came out earlier today that Carson Wentz had COVID, or either was a close contact or tested positive for COVID. They were really unsure. The tweets were kind of fucking all over the place. Really had no for sure information, I guess, that said, Carson, he's got it. He tested positive. Or no, Carson was just a close contact. It was kind of like, okay, which one is it? Which one is it, Rick? Okay, what one is it, Roger? I mean, figure it out. So that left his Sunday pretty much in jeopardy when they played the Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously a game in which they need to win to potentially win their division, get a playoff berth. I mean, this is a big, big playoff implication type of game. So it was said Sam Ehlinger, okay, former Texas Longhorn quarterback, he started in a game or two, I think, this season early on. Okay, we got to see what he could do. But who said that he was going to get the start Sunday if Carson was not okay to go. People start freaking out. Pat really freaking out, all right? He's just like, oh, shit. Like, this is a big-time game. We cannot have Mr. fucking Carson Wentz out in a playoff implication game. Just cannot it just can't happen, okay? We can't have that shit. Well, since the CDC decided to take 10 days to 5 days, so did the NFL. But they did it in an even better fashion. Carson Wentz, obviously unvaxxed, his decision, doesn't matter, okay? He was going to have to quarantine regardless, okay, if any asymptomatic, regardless of any negative, blah, 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 for 10 days. Well, the NFL's new protocol says, hey, we're going to take that quarantine from 10, just like the CDC, move it to fucking 5. And basically, it's for both vaccinated and unvaccinated people. So the NFL and NFLPA now have adopted the new CDC guidelines that reduces the quarantine time from 10 days to 5 days for all COVID positive players who are asymptomatic. So no symptoms. You have no fucking fever, no diarrhea, no fucking runny nose, no nothing. Okay, you're feeling good, feeling great, asymptomatic. As well, or including those who are unvaccinated. If you're unvaccinated, you get the Omicron, you're asymptomatic, you only have 5 days in quarantine, which guess what, folks? Carson Wentz now has a chance to start this Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders, and I could be more pumped. I mean, they need this. I'm riding that Colts train. I want to see Jonathan Taylor rush for over fucking 100 yards, because if he rushes for over 100 yards, history says, okay, the last 9 times he did that, they won. He's going to win again, okay, 10-0 if he gets over 100 rushing yards. So I can't wait for that game on Sunday, like the rest of the fucking 15 games that are going to be played that day, including Sunday Night Football, Vikes Pack. That's going to be great. Go Pack home, okay, go Pack home. All right, get out of here. So, but that's pretty good information right there. That's good for NFL players, vaxxed and unvaxxed. It doesn't matter. If you're asymptomatic and you got the goddamn thing, you got the goddamn Omicron or whatever, 5 days. 5 days, and you're good to go. Okay, I'm not sure if this means negative tests or whatnot and all that stuff. They did send out a memo. I didn't get to read it, okay? We were getting ready for the fucking show, all right? You know, just lay off a little bit, okay? But 5 days, that's a very good thing for the NFL to adopt. And now we have the next step. Figuring out fucking treatment plans for the people that do have symptoms, people that do have a fever 105 degrees, people that are, you know, got a little runny nose. They keep blowing their nose 24/7. You know, people like that. We got to figure that out. Okay, treatments. Just like Aaron Rodgers said on the Pat McAfee show. I love me some Aaron. He's fucking awesome, and I can't wait to continue to watch his I guess him. You know, just him basically. Can't wait to see what he has to say. I mean, he's so intellectual and all that stuff. But let's move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who on day one, where you can request to interview potential future head coaches of your franchise. It opened today. Jacksonville was busy on the phones, calling everyone they could. Hey, you want to be the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars? Yeah? Okay. Well, before then, okay, we got to bring you in for an interview to see if you're our guy, see if you can build the culture the way Urban wanted to build the culture, because what he had planned and what he had set, I mean, you can't beat it, okay? We want that exact same stuff. So we got to interview you first, okay? Sounds good. All right. They were literally doing that hours, okay, this morning. Like, literally the first 10 hours they woke up, they just started calling, dialing phone numbers. Hey, how you doing? You want to interview? You want to come on in for an interview? Maybe you're a potential next head coach. So they got really busy on day one, interviewing not just one, not two, not three, not four, but 7. 7 people. They interviewed 7 fucking people to be their potential head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars for next year. And here they are on the screen. How you doing? Look at this beautiful graphic we have set up. This took a lot of time, folks, okay? I mean, we're over here, strutting our stuff, doing our work. But those are the guys. 8 of them, not 7. 8 people that have been requested for an interview from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Those, amongst those people that you see on the screen, might not know all of them, right? Okay? So you see that beautiful man right there standing on the bottom, okay? Standing straight up, taller than everyone, Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. Defensive coordinator, the one to his, to the red guy up there, right up there where I'm pointing. That's defensive coordinator Todd Bowles. Ex-NFL coach on the way far right bottom of the screen, Jim Caldwell, former ex-Lions head coach. Then next to him, you see Colts defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. Yeah, Eberflus. And on the other side of Kellen Moore, the guy that's standing straight up, okay, him. Bucs offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich. Next to him, ex-Eagles head coach on the right there, down here. Okay, see where I'm pointing, kind of? Not really. All right, go like that. Right there. Guy on the bottom left of the graphic, Doug Peterson. The one in the middle, big bald head. Okay, he's staring you right in the eyes. Dan Quinn, who is currently the Cowboys defensive coordinator, and last but not least, the Packers offensive coordinator, the guy on the far right top corner, Nathaniel Hackett. All of these people have been called in for a potential interview. Okay, I'm not really sure if they can accept it or whatnot, but these guys will all be interviewed. I believe they can request the interviews now and then do the interviews, I believe, starting after Week 17 or when Week 17 starts. So this week, basically. So those are all the candidates as of right now, okay, that have been requested for an interview for the new head coach or for the new head coach vacancy of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Jacksonville is really trying to search and find their next potential head coach in a big, big way. I mean, they need someone bad to really fucking flip that shit around because Urban Meyer completely created chaos in that whole building. I mean, it's laughable to think about what he honestly did. But it is what it is. Jacksonville Jaguars in the hunt for a potential new head coach. Well, that is going to do it for the show today. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether that be on Facebook or on YouTube. Like I said earlier, if you're on YouTube, hey, hit that subscribe button. It'd be much, much appreciated. But go enjoy the rest of your night. I know I will. I'm going to be watching Man in the Arena, Tom Brady, Episode 6 on ESPN Plus, okay, at 8 p.m. It's already on ESPN Plus, so forget the 8 p.m. Just fucking, if you want to watch it, watch it. It's gold, okay? For me, it's gold. It's fucking awesome. So I will be doing that. But go enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time, like always, to dive into my Week 17 Power Rankings early release party, basically, or early release show, whatever you want to say. So have a great one, and you just got your fix with a Wicks.